ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अन्तर्यश्च बहिर्विधूततिमिरं ज्योतिर्मयं शाश्वतं स्थानं प्राप्य विराजते विनमतावज्ञानमन्मूलयन् विश्वं पश्यति पश्यन् विश्वमपि मुल्लसति यो विश्वस्य पारे परः तस्मै श्रीरमणाय लोकगुरवे शोकस्य हन्त्रे नमः। ओम नमो भगवते श्रीरमणाय। श्लोक 31। मौनेन मज्जन्मनसा स्वमूल चर्चैव सत्यात्मविचारणं स्यात्। एषोऽहमेतन्न मम स्वरूप इति प्रमासत्यविचारणाङ्गम्। So we have seen this yesterday. What is Ramana Maharshi telling? You prepare yourself first before entering into Vedanta Shravana Manana Nididhyasana. Prepare and soon enter. Yes, I am preparing. 1 year over. I am still preparing. 2nd year over. 3rd year over, I am preparing. And by the time you are 50, can you come inside now? Inside means can you enter into Vedanta? I am preparing. எனக்கு இந்த ಮೊಮ್ಮಗ ಇದನಲ್ಲ, ಅವನಿಗೊಂದು ಉಪನಯನ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬರ್ತೀನಿ. ಅವನಿಗೊಂದು ಉಪನಯನ ಆಗೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ, ಇಫ್ ಹಿ ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮೋಪದೇಶಂ, ದೆನ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಮ್. ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್. ಎಂಟರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಮ್. Don't be always tell father. அந்த மித்யா பிரபஞ்சமும் பார்க்கணும் இல்லையா சுவாமிஜி? அதுவும் பார்க்கணும், சத்திய பிரபஞ்சமும் பார்க்கணும். அது வேற. We have to see both. Yes, you see both, but enter into Vedanta. மித்யா பிரபஞ்சையும் அப்சர்வேஷன்லயே பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். ஆஹா, சூப்பர். நமக்கு இது ரமண மகர்ஷிக்கு தெரியல இந்த ஞானம். யாருக்கு தெரியும்? நமக்கு மட்டும் தெரியும் இல்லையா? Enter to Vedanta, prepare. While entering Vedanta only, you can do preparation part by part, side by side. There is no separate preparation and then coming, because even after Vedanta study or during Vedanta study, we have to prepare ourselves. The knife, when it is blunt, what we do? We refine it. Isn't it? Like that, preparing and enter into Vedanta. And the sadhana he is giving, maunena, maunam. External silence is also required. Internal silence is also required. Stopping the chattering of the mind. Vak sadhana. Vak sadhana, talking truth, 1. 2nd thing, limited talk. 3rd, stopping the chattering of the mind. Maunena. Basically what Acharya, Shankaracharya or any Acharya is telling, control your senses. It boils down to control your senses. Because we might achieve anything in life, any great material thing we might achieve. If we are not controlled our own senses, whatever achievement we have done, it is of no use. Ravana, when he was having the battle with Lord Rama, Mandodari, after losing the battle, Mandodari will talk to Ravana. And you know how Ravana is. And he is capable of having a battle with Rama. And he is a Mahapurusha, Tapasvi. He had the Sakshatkar of Ishvara, Mahatapasvi. And they say on his chest, entire chest, the elephant tusk was inside its hips because he was used to playing the battle. When he used to play with a lot of armies and elephants, animals, the tusk of the elephant used to go inside his chest, and yet he was fighting the battle. People could see it seems. ಆನೆ ದಂತ ಇತ್ತಂತೆ ದೇಹದಲ್ಲಿ. That great warrior he is. That is not important. What is important is Mandodari will tell, see, you have won again over everyone. How was Rama Ravana Yuddha? It was like Rama Ravana Yuddha. If somebody asks, how was Rama Ravana Yuddha? There is no other example. Rama Ravana Yuddha is like Rama Ravana Yuddha. That is the only example. There can be no other match. So Mandodari says, you have won against everyone, but you have not won against your own senses. What is the use? After having even this Akshatkara of Ishvara, what is the use? Sense control is the prime importance. That's why I spoke on 2 days back, Vairagyam. The more Vairagyam, all these verses are easy for me to understand. No Vairagyam, it becomes very difficult. Vedanta will become only an information. Gita, yehi samsparshaja bhogaha dukkayonaya evate adyantavantah kaunteya nateshu ramate buddha. Arjuna, unnecessarily don't keep your mind elsewhere. Yehi samsparshaja bhogaha dukkayonaya evate. Sense organs, sense objects coming together, dukkha. Don't keep your mind there. Adyantavantah kaunteya nateshu ramate buddha. The wise people, the learned people will not keep their mind in sense objects. Because today or tomorrow, it will give me dukkha. Sense control. Okay, I will go to forest. I don't want anybody. I'll go to forest. This house is not helping me. This family life is not helping me. I'll walk away. That is not the use. ಕಗ್ಗ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಮನೆಯ ತೊರೆದೊಡಲೇಂ ವನಗುಹೆಯ ಸಾರಲೇಂ ತನುವ ಉಗ್ರ ವ್ರತದಗಳಿಂದ ದಂಡಿಪಲೇಂ ಬಿನಗಳೆನರಿಸಿ ನೀನ್ ಊರೂರು ಅಳಿದಡೇಂ ಮನ ತೊರೆದಲಹುದೆ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ. ಮನೆಯ ತೊರೆದೊಳಡೆ, ಮನೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋದ್ರಿ ಏನು? ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಲೀವ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಗೋ ದಿ ಹೌಸ್? Vanagruhaya saralem. Can you go to the forest and then do meditation? Or the other people? Tanuva ugra vratagalinda dandipalem. Hatha yoga. Hatavag madade hatha yoga. That is my definition. You keep the karmas and run everywhere. ನೀನ್ ಊರೂರು ಅಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? Wherever you go, mind is coming with you. You might change the position. Today you are in the house, tomorrow you are in the ashram, tomorrow in the temple, day after in somewhere else, Antarctica. Wherever you are, isn't that same mind who had the destruction while having an interaction? The same mind is coming there also in the guhe. Change the perspective. Behavioral change is required. Attitude change is required. How do I change my attitude? Sense control. Keeping the senses where it is. Which shloka will come to your mind? Viveka Chudamani. What, Swami? Viveka Chudamani. You have deviated Viveka Chudamani elsewhere. Unnecessarily, Kena Upanishad you are taking, SadDarshanam, Viveka Chudamani. What is that? Gone elsewhere. Viveka, we don't know what is Viveka Chudamani. Remember initial portions of Viveka Chudamani? Initial portions. 100 that aitu initial la. Kena Upanishad napka illa. You just told Gita. Now you told something Gita. That itself is not there. I think this comes Viveka Chudamani when Shankaracharya discusses about Shamadama, initial portions. Vishayebhyah parivrata swasthanam swasvagolake. Aapka idya? Heladmel, yes. Keep the sense organs, sense objects where it is. Yes, we have kept the book where it is. We have done that. Viveka Chudamani book it is still lying on the table. It is there only. Many people promised me every day we will write one shloka as Mananam Nididhyasana. Many people. I am also seeing. How will sense control come when you don't introspect? Think. I am not deviating from the topic. Maunena, Shama Dama. Vedanta will become tough without any preparation. Side by side. That Gita second chapter. What is that shloka? Most apt shloka. 2 shlokas together. Everybody says that psychology shloka antaralappa. Krishna is a great psychiatrist here. They will say and quote these 2 shlokas. What is that? Bartaila manske.
Vichayan sanjayate kama.
Ha. Shuru enagattada? Search ಮಾಡುವ. 60 Gita. ಸಂಗಾತ್ ಸಂಜಾಯತೆ ಕಾಮಃ ಕಾಮ ಕ್ರೋಧೋ ವಿಜಾಯತೆ ಲೋಭಾತ್ ನೋಡಿ ಮರ್ತೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೀತೆ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಔಟ್
ಕ್ರೋಧಾತ್ ಭವತಿ
ಕ್ರೋಧಾತ್ ಭವತಿ ಸಮೋಹ ಸಮೋಹಾತ್ ಸ್ಮೃತಿ ವಿಭ್ರಮಃ ಸ್ಮೃತಿಭ್ರಂಶಾತ್ ಬುದ್ಧಿನಾಶಃ ಬುದ್ಧಿನಾಶಾತ್ ಪ್ರಣಶ್ಯತಿ ಬುದ್ಧಿನಾಶಾತ್ ಪ್ರಣಶ್ಯತಿ ಬುದ್ಧಿನಾಶಾತ್ means if you let your senses out buddhinashat pranashyati, mind is gone. Shankaracharya writes there buddhinashat pranashyati is equal to purushartha ayogyo bhavati. Purushartha ayogyo bhavati, he writes. Not using the purusharthas well. What is the purushartha? Dharma and moksha. Advanced moksha eva. Sadhana chatushtaya sampatti is equal to dharma charanam. After that, moksha eva purushartha. If we don't use this moksha as purushartha, Shankaracharya writes, purushartha ayogyo bhavati. Maunena. And having done this mauna through sadhana, keeping senses in control, listen to the Vedanta Upadesha from the Acharya. Shravana eva mokshaha. Sureshwaracharya. Frequent Shravanam. Keluttane irbeku. You should keep on listening. Bahubhyam shrotavyam, bahuda shrotavyam, bahubihi shrotavyam. Listen from the same person again and again. Listen from the many people on the same topic again and again. Put all together, bring all the people on the same topic. Listen. Bahubhyam shrotavyam, bahubihi shrotavyam, bahuda shrotavyam. Shravanam, Shravanam, Shravanam. If frequent Shravanam is there, no need of Mananam, no need of Nididhyasanam. While doing Shravanam, where is our mind? On the Adhisthana Atma. Introspecting on the Atma Tattva. Frequent Shravanam will remove all the samshayas. Frequent Shravanam will also help you to be in Nididhyasanam. Nididhyasanam is what? Not closing the eyes. Atma Vichara, Atma Anusandhanam is Nididhyasanam. If you leave that and always give my mind to the sense organs or sense objects, gone. Dasaro navella ಕ್ಷುಣಕನಂದದಿ ಜಗದ ವಾಸನೆಗಳು ಎಳೆತಕ್ಕೆ ದಿಕ್ಕು ದಿಕ್ಕಿನಲಿ ಪಾಶಗಳು ಹೊರಗೆ ಕೊಂಡಿಗಳು ನಮ್ಮೊಳಗಿಹವು ವಾಸನ ಅಕ್ಷಯ ಮೋಕ್ಷ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ. ಪಾಶಗಳು ಹೊರಗೆ ಕೊಂಡಿಗಳು ನಮ್ಮೊಳಗಿಹವು. Keep the mind very clean is what Kagga. Keep the mind in control, senses in control. ಕುದಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚೆ ವೆಗಟಹುದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರೆ ಹಸಿನಾತ ಕಡಲಲೊಡೆವುದು ಹಾಲು ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮವದರ ಹದ ಮನದ ಒಲೆ ಅದರ ಹದ ಅದನ್ನ ಎಚ್ಚರದಿ ನೋಡು ಬದುಕು ಸೊಗಹದದಿಂದ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ. ಏನ್ ಬರೀತಾರ ಪಾಪ ಪಾಪ. How is the mind? He is comparing the mind to a milk. ಕುದಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚೆ ವೆಗಟಹುದು. If you boil the milk more, ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. It will burnt. If you don't boil the milk properly, if it is half boiled, smell. ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರೆ ಹಸಿನಾಥ. If you use any other salt, ಸಾಂಬಾರ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಸೌಟನ್ನೇ ಹಾಲ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಒಡೆದೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕಡಲ ಒಳೆವುದು ಹಾಲು ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ಅದರ ಹದ. In the same way, ಅದರ ಒಲೆ ಮನದ ಹದ. ಅದನ್ನ ಎಚ್ಚರದಿ ನೋಡು ಬದುಕು ಸೊಗಹದದಿಂದ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ. Mind is milk. This should be the attitude. Sadhana means keeping the mind pure. Pure means, oh, I should not see that, I should not see this. Not like that. When you are having the goal as Atma Vastu, mind is already pure. Naturally, all the other things will fall in its place. Then when you do such vichara, when you hear Vedanta Vakyas from the Acharya, the Guru, vicharaha, what vicharaha? Swamule satya vicharanam syat. Ahankara moola vichara is Atma vicharaha. How do we do? 3 methods. Tat, tatpada, tvam-pada, asi-pada. Tat is Paramatmaha, Tvam is Jivatmaha, Asi is Aikya Vicharaha. But Ramana Maharshi, in the introduction I have told, he takes only Jivatma Vichara, Tvam-pada Vichara. How do we Tvam-pada Vichara? Many things are there. Panchakosha Viveka, Avastatraya Viveka. Negating all the koshas in me. Spending some time in introspecting how does each kosha in me it is behaving. Whenever we eat food, how is mind behaving to certain foods? How is body reacting to that? I don't want the medical reports. This food will not be okay to me. Doctor has told. Doctors are nonsense people. I don't want that. This food will hamper me. Which food will hamper? Nothing will happen. What I am telling is, how does the mind behave when you see the food? Is it liking? It is disliking? Are you throwing the food? Negate. Food is for the body. Eat during when you eat at the right time, so that body will not ask. Gastric will not come. ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಒಂದೇ ಹೊತ್ತು ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು? ನಿಮ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಬರಲ್ವಾ? ನನಗೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಹೌದು, ನಿಮ್ದು ಅಗ್ನಿ ತತ್ವ ರಾಶಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಅಗ್ನಿ ಇದೆಯಲ್ವಾ? You already have Agni, that is why it will not come. ನಿಮ್ದು ವಾತ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. That is not way. ಅದು ಹೇಗಿರ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ಹಾಗೆ. ಬೇಡ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾ ಆಮೇಲೆ. ಸೊ ನೆಗೇಟ್ ದೇಹ ಅನ್ನಮಯ ಕೋಶ ನೆಗೇಟ್. Give sufficient requirement, that is enough. You should feed the Annamaya Kosha so that it will not ask again and again. That is, if you are doing that kind of sadhana or that kind of requirement, if you are giving, that is fine. Similarly, Pranamaya Kosha, a regular breath, not focusing entire life only on prana, as if that prana is your spouse. என்ன பண்ணாலும் வேண்டாம். There are many things, there are other people who can make sound. This another sound is not required. Snake can make. Please have a regular breath. Do some analoma viloma pranayama is fine, so that you need not think of prana. Manomaya kosha. We know how our mind is. Negate. I am not this. The moment it is coming, push it aside. What it is coming, a thought which is hampering your sadhana, brush it aside. Remember 16th chapter Gita, values, Shankara Bhashyam we have done. He says, ignore, push it aside. Any thought which is hampering my sadhana, my thinking process, that moment itself, be aware and push it. That is the way to do sadhana. It is not suppressing, it is not sublimating, it is not giving reality to the thought. A thought which is coming and obstructing my sadhana, I say, oh thought, please go back. Suppress பண்ணவும் வேண்டாம், அது தாண்டி ஹம்ப் மாதிரி சப்ளிமேட் பண்ணவும் வேண்டாம். அந்த தாட்டுக்கு நான் ரியாலிட்டி கொடுக்க மாட்டேன், விட்டுடுவேன். The more I think of the thought, its root becomes strong. I just brush it aside. That is how we have to do. Any thoughts which is hampering me, my previous thoughts, my past things, it is making me sad, it is making me getting angry, brush it aside, because past is gone, it is dead. Why are you bringing the dead things now? This sadhana should go hand in hand along with atma vichara. This jiva vichara, then annamaya, pranamaya, manomaya, vijnanamaya, doubts on my own self, my own capability, ignore. Anandamaya kosha. How do you negate Anandamaya kosha? Many people are thinking 5 koshas, 5 sadhanas. No, there is no sadhana for Anandamaya kosha. Anandamaya kosha is sleep. Annamaya kosha, sattvic food and yogasanas. Pranamaya kosha, regular control of the breath. Manomaya kosha, japa or entertaining good thoughts. Vijnanamaya kosha, having conviction in the Shastra Vichara. Anandamaya kosha, what sadhana you have? People will say meditation. Anandamaya kosha in our Shastras is sleep. Meditation is part of Manomaya kosha. There is no sadhana for Anandamaya kosha. Be very careful. Many people are getting confused. 5 koshas, 5 sadhanas. No. Anandamaya is sleep, that's all. The more you sleep, then Anandamaya kosha becomes a problem. 6 to 8 hours of sleep is enough. If you are a sadhak, 6 hours sleep is enough. No, I need 8 to 10 hours. Yes. Night 8 hours, 10 hours because during the day. During the day 2 hours I need. If I don't sleep during the day, then I might sleep 10 to 12 hours in the night. I cannot get up in the morning. When there are a lot of clutter in the mind, when body is strained too much, naturally sleep is the thing. More clutter in the mind, you need rest. Body doesn't need rest actually, because mind is making the body become strained because of thinking. So think well. Let the senses be in the control so that the mind need not do its work, unnecessary work. It can think on Atma Vicharana. So sense control is very important. So here he's telling Jiva Vichara, Neti Neti Prakriya, always tell not this through introspection and enjoy moksha. That is what he's telling. Who Ramana Maharshi. Next shloka. गवेषणात् प्राप्य हृदन्तरं तत् पते दहन्ता परिभुग्नशीर्षा शीर्षा अताहमन्यत् स्फुरति प्रकृष्टम् नाहं कृतिस्तत् परमेव पूर्णम्. If you have done the Atma Vichara very well, Shravana Manana Nididhyasana very well, if it has brought you success, it will definitely bring the success. If it has brought you success, then what? Ahankara is eliminated for good. Because how did the Ahankara rise? Or from where did the Ahankara rise? What is the source for Ahankara to rise? The Adhishthanam Brahma. And where will it get resolved? Same Adhishthanam Brahma. Ahankara came from that Brahma Vastu, the Atma. Ahankara has to resolve back again in that Atma Vastu. From the unknown rope, what came? Snake came. From the known rope, where will the snake go? Go back to rope. Similarly, the source is the same, Moolam. Ahankara erupts from that place, and knowing the Moolam, the same Ahankara which is mysterious will go back to its source. Initially, before Vedanta Shravana Manana Nidhyasana, I was not knowing this I. It was an unknown I. After doing Vedanta Shravana Manana Nidhyasana, I know that I as known I. A small I to the capital I. Crooked I to complete I. So Ramana Maharshi here says, Vicharaha. Gaveshanam, first line. Gaveshanam means enquiry, Vicharanam, Charcha. What Gaveshanam, what Charcha you will do? Ahanta patetat. Second line. Ahanta patetat. Patanam means it will fall. What will fall? Aham. Ahankara will fall when you do the Atma Vichara. It will resolve back. Where is this Ahankara? First line. Hridantaram. Hrit plus Antaram. In the heart and inside the heart. You need not open the heart and say, like how Hanuman did. Not required. That is for bhaktas, not for us. Hridu, heart, Antaram, within. Within the heart is this Atma Vastu, the Atma, the consciousness. Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam Parame Vyoman So Oshtute Sarvan Kaman Saha. Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam Parame Vyoman. Once I know this Ahankara, Patati, it has fallen. How the Ahankara has fallen? Ramana Maharshi uses a poetic description. He says, Paribhugda Shirsha. Shirsha means the head. Paribhugda means it has fallen from the height. In the building, from the building, when a man falls, if he just falls like this, leg will go, spine will get hurt. If the head comes first, gone for good. He is dead. So Ramana Maharshi is telling Ahankara, if it is a human, and he should fall first, means head should fall first. It is gone for good. Paribhugna, it is derived from the word called bhunj, to bend downwards. Sixth conjugation, I think. Paribhugda Shirsha means head is downwards. Head here means Ahankara. It has fallen for good. All are poetic expression. Don't say where Ahankara had head. It doesn't have. We are having head. That's all. Why should Ramana Maharshi speak all this? Tell me. Why should he bring such poetic description? Because there is no other way to tackle Ahankara. I am keep on telling him, even he is stressing. There is no other way. Temporary suppression of Ahankara is not the final solution. Yesterday we saw. Going to a different place, even Kagga we saw now. Different place, not meeting people, going to forest. It is all temporary, listening to music, drinking, alcohol, smoking, even samadhi. All are temporary. No doubt in Nirvikalpaka Samadhi, there is a kind of unexplainable Ananda, but that is not the solution. Because in sleep, we are all Atma Swarupas, Ajnani Atma Swarupas, because we don't know our true nature. We all love the sleep, our own sleepy state. When sleep can give me so much Ananda, obviously Nirvikalpaka Samadhi can also give 100 times, 1000 times Ananda. No doubt in that. They talk some kind of a, I don't want to use the word bliss, some Ananda, which cannot be measured in terms of any of the sense organs. No doubt, yes, we agree. But yogi, when he comes out of the samadhi experience, he is again with the ahankara, isn't it? I come out of the sleep, and when do I want to go to sleep? Next day only. Today I slept, tonight, tomorrow night only I can sleep. Until that 24 hours duration, how is my mind? Extrovert. Same thing happens to the yogi also. That is why he run towards the Himalayas or some other cave, because he cannot interact with the world. Means what? He doesn't know how to handle his ahankara. That is why most of the yogis or sadhus in the Himalayas, when they cannot sit in Nirvikalpaka Samadhi, they have a other alternative. What is that alternative? Most of you know, bhang. Kashi, bhang. When I and Vikas went to Varanasi for evening 7 o'clock Aarti, Vikas was standing first and I was behind. And the priest gave bhang to Vikas. This much. And they saw me. Vikas said, "May you give to my guru." Then they saw my face. Hey, for your guru, I cannot give bhang. பாவங்க பாருங்க அவ்வளவு சாத்விகமா இருக்காரு, உங்களுக்கு என்ன கொடுக்குறேன்? Same word he used. ನಿಮಗ್ ಬೇಕಾದ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅವರು ಕೊಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. You can take bhang, but not that person behind you. He took back that bhang little bit. They dilute it and put it in milk and curd they gave. 6 hours, I tell you. Whatever condition you are in before taking the bhang, you will be in the same condition for the next 6 hours. If you are dancing, you will continuously dance for 6 hours. Whatever you do, if you are scolding somebody, that will be the thing. It will take you to that serene. So that is what they do. They take the bhang and just sit. It is kind of an ananda you cannot. Oh, how are you explaining so well? You have not taken. That Swami also have not given. How are you explaining? Care of 2-volume book. 2-volume book. Explanation is nicely there, so I am telling. I'm very conscious. I'm not using any words. See now, I'm not pinpointing anyone now. Earlier, I was doing, before sannyasa, I was talking a day in and day out. Without that, my life was very troublesome. Now I have developed some sattva guna is also there in me. So people will try, many yogis will try for this kind of bhang so that they can be in that state. This will also not help. Easy method is to tackle ahankara. Simple. Go to the root, forget everything. When you are getting angry, when you are getting stressed, that person, that day you see, he bit me or he told something very bad. I'm waiting to take it for that. No, you are not a seeker. Drop. That thought is coming, just brush it aside. It will not have the strength. So he's telling paribhugna shirsha, it has to fall head downwards. Then what will happen when it falls? Atha, third line, atha, after jnana sadhana, jnana sadhana, what will happen? Big question. How does a jnani behave after jnana sadhana? After knowing who he is, will he use the word I? Many people having this problem. After taking sannyasa, many people are advising me, may you please use plural. Don't say I. Use we. ನಾನು ಅನ್ಬೇಡಿ, ನಾವು ಅನ್ನಿ. ಹೌದು, ನಾನು ಸುಮಾರು ಜನ ಕಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಅನ್ಬೇಕು. ಯೂಸ್ ದ ವರ್ಡ್ ಪ್ಲೂರಲ್. ಇದು ಅದು ನಾವು. ಸುಮಾರು ಜನ ಮನೇಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಮನೆ ಗಂಡಂಗೂ ಹೆಂಡತಿಗೆ ಬಾ ನೀನ್ ಬಾ, ಅದು ಬಂತು, ಇದು ಹೋಯ್ತು, ನಾಯಿ ಕರಿಯೋ ತರ ಕರಿತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವಾಗ ನಮಗೂ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡೋದು ಅದೇನೆ. ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ವಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಕೇಮ್, where this came means this body came. Unnecessary ilya. We know from what context we are talking. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಅಡ್ವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ವೇದ ಟೀಚರ್. ಐ ಸೆಡ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಯೂಸ್. ಅವ್ರು ಸ್ಟಾಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡೋದು. ಗುಡ್. We know from what context we are talking. Transaction wise, it has to be like that. And I asked this to Swami Omkarananda and Paramarthananda also. See, many people are advising like this. What do you suggest? Suggest பண்ணி போவாங்க, நீங்க பேசுங்க சுவாமிஜி, அவ்வளவுதான். So will the jnani use the word I after jnanam? Big question. How will he transact? $1 billion question. As if because of, if we don't know that, we'll not eat food. He says, whenever jnani uses the word I, it is not from the ahankara as ahameva atma vastu, ahameva atma asmi. That capital I he sees everywhere. And two answers. He use I small I for transaction, that will not affect him. And he can also use the capital I as Atman, that will also not affect him. Because either ways, for a jnani, there is no affection. Atma Bodha, you remember, if you have studied Atma Bodha. Upadhane kiladhare jaganti parameshware sargastiti layam yanti budbudhani varini. Budbudhani varini. For a jnani, budbudha means a bubble. Entire galaxy after jnanam he sees as a bubble. Budbudhani varini. Sargastiti layam yanti. For a jnani, the world is just like a bubble. How long does the bubble exist? One pin to the bubble, gone. 1 second. That is his attitude. It is there. The next moment, it is not there. He continues to experience the Atma, ahameva Atma ahamasmi. This attitude he has in his mind. But while transacting, he will behave like a samsari only. He need not show whether he is a Jnani or Ajnani. For an Ajnani, Jnani will behave like Ajnani only. And that is natural for him. Atha, what happens? Anyat aham spurati. Atha means jnana sadhana anantaram. Anyat aham spurati. The new I emerges. The old I goes. The new I emerges. Anyat means different. Aham spurati. Aham atma iti spurati. Because the old I, ahankara, is dead. The new I has come up. How it is evident? Spurati. This I as aham is evident to Jnani. Then should he close his eyes? No. Whether he is closing the eyes or opening the eyes, it is very evident. How it is evident? Prakashtam spurati. Extremely evident. Prakashena. In and through all the experiences, Jnani is seeing only that Atmavastu. That Atmavastu means he is himself is seeing everywhere without any mirror. Without any mirror. In and through all experiences, Jnani is seeing that alone. That alone means what? Atman alone, as himself. For example, this pen I am seeing, and this pen is available only during pen experience. Now, pen gone, pencil came. Pencil gone, kerchief came. Each object will change as and when the experiences changes. But when does the consciousness is experienced? Every time. Did you say ask a counter question? No, every time. Every time consciousness is experienced, in and through all experiences. Pratibodha viditam matam. Akrishtena. When he closes his eyes, consciousness is there as Sat, as Chit. When he opens his eyes, also as Chit. Sat and Chit. What is the glory of this I, or what is the greatness of this I? Tatuna aham kritihi. There is no, this I is different from the ahankara. I, tatuna aham kritihi. This new I is different from ahankara. What is ahankara? Ahankara is personality based ahankara. Personality means kartrutva bhoktrutva sahita ahankara, the doership, the enjoyership. This ahankara is different from the purna ahankara. Samsari ahankara to asamsari atma. Don't say asamsari ahankara, it is not possible. Samsari ahankara to asamsari atma is this new I. How is it? Can you explain? Param purnameva. Param purnameva. It is complete. Purnam. Param. Param is a very important word. Because during the Vedanta study, what we say, I am the subject, everything apart from me is the object, isn't it? Subject, object, we say. Whenever I say subject, it should have an object, isn't it? Whenever I say Sat, Chit, Ananda, that is also wrong after Jnanam. A Jnani even will not say Sat, Chit, Ananda also. Sarvam, Kalva, Idam, Brahma also he will not say. He will just keep quiet. That is what we are also doing now. If you say Jnanam should come, if you know Jnanam and keep quiet, then fine. That is what Ramana Maharshi also did. You are unnecessarily, Ramana Maharshi is talking, teaching all the Shastra. Yes, after talking, teaching the Shastra, he kept quiet. Not chumma suddenly. Did you have food? I will not talk Mauna Vratam. Don't show off. This param word is very important word. Why? Because Even the Sat, Chit, Ananda, he will not say, because whenever I say Sat, opposite should be there, Asat. Whenever I say Chit, Jadam should be there. Whenever I say Anandam, Dukkham should be there. Jnani will not use this word also, Sat, Chit, Ananda. It is only for us Ajnanis to understand. Purnam means absence of limitation. Don't say Apurnam, opposite. Here, Purna, that is why the problem with Visishtadvaitins and Dvaitins. When we say Advaitam is Nirguna, they say, yes, you also have a guna attribute. What is that attribute? Nirguna. Appa Nirguna means absence of limitation. It is not a guna as Nir. Big namaskaras to all of them. They don't understand only. Param Purna means the absence of all kind of attributes. Just Sat. And there you cannot talk, you cannot explain. That is what will happen to you if you pursue Vedanta. இப்போவே ஒரு மாதிரி இருக்கேன், வீட்டுல எல்லாம் ஒரு மாதிரி பார்த்துட்டு இருக்காரு. எனக்கு இந்த வேதாந்தையும் படிச்சு நான் ஒரு மாதிரி ஆயிட்டேன். வேண்டாம் சுவாமிஜி, அடுத்த ஜென்ம பார்க்கலாம். We'll see tomorrow. ஓம் ஷம். அசதோமா சத்கமய தமசோமா ஜோதிர்கமய மிருத்யோர்மா அமிர்தம் கமய பூர்ணமதః பூர்ணமிதம் பூர்ணாத் பூர்ணமுதச்யதே பூர்ணஸ்ய பூர்ணமாதாய पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति।